Welcome back to another episode of Biographies, the podcast where we explore the lives of remarkable individuals. I'm your host, L.D.E, and today we're diving into the story of one of the greatest filmmakers in history, the legendary Steven Spielberg. Got questions about Steven? You're in luck, because I've got answers. Let's start at the very beginning, way back on December 18th, 1946. When Steven Allen Spielberg was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, just a week before Christmas. Raised in a loving family, Steven's mom, Leah, was a gifted piano player, and his dad, Arnold, worked on some of the earliest computers as an electronical engineer. Though Steven was shy, his family support helped him feel safe and loved. In 1952, the Spielberg family moved to New Jersey, and that's where Steven had his life-changing moment. His dad took him to see his very first movie, The Greatest Show on Earth. The train crash scene absolutely mesmerized young Steven. It was thrilling, terrifying, and as his dad explained, completely fake. That realization sparked Steven's fascination with filmmaking. Soon, he was reenacting the train crash with his toy trains, but when his dad got tired of repairing them, Steven grabbed the family movie camera and filmed the crash instead. And with that, his love of making movies was born. Fast forward to 1957, when the Spielbergs relocated to Phoenix, Arizona. Steven, still shy, found it difficult to make friends. The loneliness was tough, but filmmaking gave him an outlet and boosted his confidence. From family camping trips to monster flicks starring his sisters, Steven was the director, cameraman, and storyteller rolled into one. In high school, he even made a feature-length science fiction movie called Firelight, premiering it at a local theater with a rented limo for his grand entrance. Talk about dedication. How cool is that for Steven? After moving to California, however, life took a bittersweet turn when his parents separated. Steven stayed with his dad while his mom and sisters returned to Arizona. Despite the challenges, Steven never lost his passion for filmmaking. In 1965, he enrolled in a college, but a short film he created called Amblin caught the eye of Universal Studios. At just 21, Steven became Hollywood's youngest director hired by a major studio. A dream come true. Whoa! How awesome is that for him? Steven quickly gained a reputation for his talent, directed spooky TV episodes before bringing Jaws to the big screen. Despite struggles with the mechanical shark, which he called Bruce, the film became a sensation, hailed as the first ever summer blockbuster. By age 28, Steven Spielberg was officially a household name. And this year, since Jaws will have its 51st anniversary soon, I suggest you watch that movie right away and know how Jaws came onto the big screen based on the book made by Peter Benchley himself. Over the years, Steven delivered hit after hit, from the magical close encounters of the third kind to his collaboration with George Lucas on Raiders of the Lost Ark and the timeless story of E.T., the extraterrestrial. Steven's films captured hearts worldwide. E.T., in fact, resonated deeply with him, as he drew on his own childhood experiences of loneliness and family separation to create the film's emotional depth. His invitation continued with Jurassic Park, where he used groundbreaking CGI to bring dinosaurs to life, transforming filmmaking forever. And while some critics claimed he focused only on kid-friendly movies, he silenced them with Schindler's List, a powerful film about the Holocaust. The film earned Steven his first Academy Award for Best Director and inspired him to establish the USC Shonoff Foundation, persevering the stories of war survivors. Over the decades, Steven co-founded Amblin Entertainment and DreamWorks Pictures, mentored bumbling filmmakers, and worked closely with longtime collaborators, creating a filmmaking family. At home, he's also a proud dad to 7 children, a role he says directing young actors in E.T. prepared him for. 7 children? That's nuts. He also worked on another few films too, like he worked with Don Bluth with 2 movies, An American Tale and The Land Before Time. And he also done other 2 from Amblin Entertainment that's part of Amblin Animation called An American Tale, 50 Goes West, and We're Back, a dinosaur story. If you don't believe me about those two movies, I suggest you look it up yourself. Just give it a try. Steven Spielberg's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. From his humble beginnings with a family camera to becoming one of the world's most celebrated directors, Steven continues to inspire through his innovative storytelling. And as he says himself, when I grow up, I still want to be a director. That wraps up today's episode of Biographies. Thanks for tuning in, Pittsburgh. This is L.D.E signing off. Until next time, remember to never lose your hope in your dreams. And don't forget to enjoy Steven Spielberg's masterpieces. Steven Spielberg, if I had the chance to meet you one day, I would want to say that you've done a great job on all of your movies. Well, most of your movies, I would say. Especially E.T., the extraterrestrial. Because I think that movie of yours is a special type of masterpiece. And I would want you to not give up on all those movies that you created for everyone out there.